Hello, everybody. Gang.
It's giving the athlete and the scholar.
Love this for us. I think that's what it really is in real life, but okay.
I'm not the scholar.
Yes, you are.
That's not really my role.
I'm an athlete.
I would give myself, I am the connector.
It's giving dots.
That's connected. We are season 3, episode 4. Oh, you speak Spanish?
A little bit.
Okay.
Un poquito.
Love that for you.
Girl.
Excited to be here.
So happy
Want
to
to take
be
some
here.
calls, see what we up to. And let's just jump right in.
Everybody's crazy. Yo, everybody's crazy. Yo, everybody's crazy.
Let's take a caller.
Shall we?
We shall.
Hello, what's your name? Where you from? And what's your crazy?
Hey, my name is Sarah. I'm calling all the way from the UK. It's like a different time over here. But I have 2 different crazies, but they're quite short. So like obviously you don't have to worry about them being long. One of them is that like sometimes like I'm just in a bad mood and I just have no exact like reason for it. And sometimes when I'm in a bad mood, or sometimes I just like to have like, you know, sometimes when you just like to have like quiet periods and we just don't want to speak to anybody.
Yes.
Sometimes like it's like when I hear other people speak, it really, really, really gets on my nerves because sometimes I just like complete silence.
Yeah.
And my other crazy is that obviously being from the UK, we have like certain values, obviously, and I'm pretty sure it's quite like the same in America. Like, for example, if you sneeze, you cover your nose, or if you cough, like obviously you cover your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
But me being in a different country, it's like people just cough and sneeze, don't like cover their mouth, and it just makes me feel ugh. So I'm the type of person.
That just stressed me
agree.
out.
We agree.
I'm someone who like, say for example, if you sneeze or something like if someone wants to do something that I just don't agree with, my face will show it before my mouth will say it. If that makes sense.
Yes,
But,
I feel you.
So like me being in a new different country and seeing everyone cough and sneeze and be like and like not covering their mouth or not covering their nose. Honestly, when I just, because sometimes they're behind me, so I look back at them like, are you for real? And then they're looking back at me and they're like, they're talking in their language and they're probably like, who the hell did this little black girl think she is? And in my head, I'm just like, it's not like just common decency, and I feel like people sometimes don't know how to read the room, and especially I feel like if you're in such a public space, kind of have just respect for yourself and respect for others to not kind of like just spread germs.
Yeah. I do think manners are hard for people. I just think, and like the way, I think it goes back to how you were raised, what you were taught, like, and if you weren't schooled like that, I think just in African American culture, I do think we are
Overly taught.
highly scrutinized on covering your mouth, washing your hands, doing this, doing that. But I do think that in other cultures, that's not such a priority. So it just is like, doesn't, like, I think also personal space is a big thing for me. Like
also just courtesy of others.
Yes. Yeah.
I think that's a huge part of it. It's just people don't care.
People
like they
do
just
not
like,
have courtesy of others.
Yeah,
it's like move out the way.
Yeah. And also, I think coming out of a time where we all know what spreading germs can lead to, like just be a little bit more aware of, you know, just the courtesy and cover your mouth and washing your hands and doing all the things, just not only for other people, but for yourself too.
Yes, agreed. And as far as you needing quiet time, I think that is normal.
Yes, we love to decompress.
Yes, it's key.
From the people.
I think the crazy thing is, like, you know, obviously living in the UK, and I think the UK and America are quite similar in like terms of like values because it's very like multicultural. And I just feel like in the UK, we kind of have the values of like, obviously if you sneeze, like cover your nose, if you cough, cover your mouth, if like just wash your hands, just like basic things that you kind of expect every single country to have. So when you go to a country and it's like that value is not instilled in them, to you it's just like, this is actually crazy.
Yeah. Very crazy. Very.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Sarah, for calling. We appreciate you.
All the way from the UK. Thank you.
It's late there.
Thank you so much.
Of course. Have a good one.
Bye.
Yeah. People need to cover their mouths. I agree with her. I'm a show it on my face before anything else.
I agree. I mean, I think manners are just not everybody has them.
I'm gonna hit you with them.
But I feel like, oh my God, that reminds me of the Zori meme.
Yeah.
She'd be like,
Yes.
But I feel like also I have issues with people and manners at the job. And just like certain things, like even when people are like resigning and they're like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna give 2 weeks. You're like, what? Like just certain things are just like professional standard, personal space standard. You know, it's very interesting to me, like when people just don't realize how important relationships are and like how you move and what you do affects them. Like at work and in other places. And then like manners to me is just like, that will make you not talk to somebody no more for me if their manners are terrible.
Yeah. Great.
Well, should we take a voicemail?
Sure.
Hey, it's Nikki. I'm from LA. Well, I live in LA and I'm from Chicago. Let me clear that up. So my crazy is that I want the number of the gentleman that called you all from the first season because he said that he, is having a hard time finding a good woman in LA because he's traditional and all of that. So I want to know where he at because in LA, you a good man and you can't find no good one. I'm right here for you. I know y'all not a love connection, a love doctor, or anything like that. But yeah, go ahead and hook your girl up and let me get some digits so I can check him out and report back to y'all if you really like that.
Oh,
Okay, Nikki.
Nikki said, give Tori's number.
She said, "What's up?"
I love that.
Me too. Shoot your shot, sis. I know that's right.
I love that. I agree. It is not easy out here. Like, and she said it's giving free matchmaking
And she said all the qualities.
that I'm looking for. I love that. Okay, Tori, we'll be in touch.
With Tori to give Nikki your number or vice versa. Oh,
Yes.
let me find out. Matchmaking.
What's so sad is you don't do it for me.
I don't. First of all, I want to do it for you. There are no prospective candidates. Okay, as soon as I come across that one, you first on my list, baby.
It's gonna be game over.
I got you.
It's game over.
I already told you what I think. We're not gonna go into that on this show, but I feel like. All right.
What do you feel like?
I feel like sometimes when you are looking for something, it's not necessarily that far away. Okay. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Yeah. All right. Should we take a caller?
I'm stressed.
Hello. Who we speaking to? Where you from? And what's your crazy?
Hello, this is Chandra, Broward County. Hey, ladies.
Hey. Oh my God. I was just thinking about you.
Yeah, okay, let me tell y'all. You know what's my crazy? This AKA Mahogany. Y'all know exactly who it is.
Yes, exactly.
You know this my crazy. I want to know why I'm on the ground on Thursday, Friday night or something like that. I'm scrolling through Instagram and I see my internet besties in bonnets and jammies. And I'm like, I think it's crazy y'all left me out bad and bougie. I'm taking Instagram for my invitation. Where else on my invitation at? My face?
Oh my God, we gotta have you come.
It's our bad. That was our bad.
Hold on. And I'm not done. Let me say this before I let y'all talk. And, April, my Taurus sister, let me tell you right now, even though I'm mad at you, girl, this color on your hair, you got to get me to the end of the year with it. I don't know what the maintenance is on it, but April, I'm in love with this color on you, girl.
I agree.
If you don't got a man by the end of the year licking you down, I'm going to go gay and do it. April, you look good. Like, I'm in love with this color on you.
I love that.
April, you look so good.
Thank you so much.
So good.
Oh yeah, we definitely gotta have you back.
you.
We're gonna do another girlfriend edition. We was just talking about it. So
Yeah.
but you gotta give us an update. Are you in a relationship?
What
Girl,
happened
I
with
got
the
me a little something. Not too serious, but I'm waiting to see how it goes, and I'll call back in a couple months to see if it's still crazy or not.
Okay, I love that
Oh my
for
gosh.
you.
Thank you for checking in. I was literally just thinking
Of
about
course,
you. Like,
Vanna,
where's
I
our
love and miss you.
girl?
Exactly, Vanna. You know I love and miss you, April. Like I said, girl, this color, give me the end of the year with it. I'm so in love. Like every time you come down my timeline with this color, I'm triple tapping, double tapping. You look good, April. Like for real, this color got
Thank you
glowing.
so much. I appreciate it. Okay, we'll be in touch for the next Girlfriends
Yes,
edition
for
because we
sure.
having some more friends on.
Exactly. I love y'all. Bye, girlies.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Listen,
Oh my gosh.
next Girlfriends edition, we gotta have our boo,
Yes.
Mahogany.
Yes, we do.
We do gotta have Mahogany.
That'll
I
be a good
can't
one.
wait. That'll be a good one. We gotta make us some Mahogany pajamas.
Love it.
Everybody wanted a Mahogany tea, by the way.
Okay.
Mahogamous.
Mahoganyst.
Mahoganist.
It's hard to say. Mahoganyst.
Mahoganyst.
Yeah. We need to. Never mind.
I was about
ain't
to
gonna
get
put
rid.
that
I
on
was
the
about to
airwaves.
get rid of this hair.
Big brain.
I was about to get rid of this hair.
No, I think me and Malika both told you to keep it.
Okay. Shout out to Rejuva Girl. Well, we give a shout out.
Shout out to Rejuva Girl. Yes.
We love you.
Let's take a voicemail.
Hey, Savannah and April. This is C calling from Detroit, Michigan. 313. What's up? I am just calling to ensure that I am not crazy. So my man recently planned a guy's trip. Well, one of his friends planned a guy's trip to New Orleans. And it just so happened to be in the midst of our 3-year anniversary. And at first, when he told me he was going, I was like, yeah, babe, you should really go. You ain't really been with your friends like that. This is guy time. But as I sit back and I think, I'm like, how the fuck is you going? And this is our 3-year anniversary. Like, we should be celebrating. We should be all in love. So I just really want to know if I'm crazy.
You're not crazy. I say no. I say there's a certain level of consideration, especially if this is something that's important to you. I feel like it should be important to y'all. That's a milestone that you should celebrate. Yeah, I think that's wild to go on a guy's trip. I mean, you could do a lot of other planning. Like you can figure something else out with dates and all of that. Like, did it have to be right now? Like, is something going on in New Orleans? Like, is it a football game? Is it a concert? Is it Mardi Gras? Like, what's happening to where it has to be at this time? And I think that can be considered and the plans can be worked around it.
Quick question. Do you think every anniversary is important?
I do. To some extent. Even if it's just, going to dinner and a movie. Even if it's just acknowledgement of a card exchange or some flowers, whatever. It doesn't have to be a grand gesture, but there should be some level of, something happening.
I think being married is really hard. Did she say she was married though?
She didn't. I'm not sure, but I think that it's important on all levels. Like, we've come this far together. Like, regardless of if you're married or not, I think it should be celebrated.
I think marriage is definitely way more important than a relationship. I guess maybe that's just how I see it.
I agree with you, but I don't think...
I'm not saying
let me just say, I don't think one outweighs the other, right? Because I mean, we're together, so we should be celebrating each other. This is how we celebrate each other being together. Like, celebrate your birthday because it's your birthday. Like, we're going to celebrate each other while we're in this relationship.
I would say marriage for me is big, and I think hero moments are big. Like, I think when I see on the internet people been married 50 years, 25 years, like you don't see that anymore. Like, to be quite frank, you don't even see people at 10 years. Like, that's not normal. Like, I don't think that is the industry norm nowadays. So I think that those things really should be celebrated because I think people are so quick to leave out of something. I think relationship-wise, I think it is a way to celebrate, but I feel like there is a hierarchy. And, like, there's, like, more pressing than not and, like, a different level, I guess. So let's get another voicemail, see what's happening out here.
What's up, y'all? I'm calling from Indiana. I can't tell y'all my name because my girl watched our show. I've called in before, though, and this is about her. So her love language is spending quality time, which mine is too, but we like spending that two totally separate ways. Like mine, I want to go out, maybe go out to dinner, like go to a comedy show, do anything besides sit in the house. She wants to sit in the house all day and watch these goddamn reality romance shows. Like, she's on Love Island bad right now. So yesterday we got in a big argument because he wanted to sit and watch that all day. Like, and I'm fine. Like, I can sit and watch like 2 to 3 episodes, but I'm not sitting there all day and watching that show. Like, I already don't want to watch it. But she be getting so hot. Like, oh, you just can't sit down. Like, no, I can't sit down and watch that because I already feel like I'm compromising. That's my thing, right? I feel like I'm compromising sitting here and watching 3 episodes because I already don't want to anyway, So am I wrong that I don't want to sit there and do that and want to do something else? I'll be telling her, like, she got mad yesterday because I was like, I'm going to go, like, I'll catch you at dinner. Like, I'm about to do something else. If you want to sit here and do that all day, that's cool. He just drives me insane with that. Like, I can't do that. Maybe that's all women, I don't know. I ain't gonna put y'all in that category. I don't know what y'all do with y'all, how y'all like spend y'all time with y'all people, but he's driving me crazy.
That's funny.
I feel like I do not want to sit in the house all day and watch TV. And I did deal with somebody or date somebody that love to like snuggle in the bed and watch movies, which I don't mind 1 or 2, but not all day and all night. Because that's like watching a movie and having sex. Watching a movie, having sex again. Watching a movie, having sex. I mean, can we go do something?
That's a good day. My love language is also quality time. And I think that it just depends on the mood. Like, I'm totally okay spending time in the house, on the couch, snuggled up, watching TV, we can get into a series and binge it. We can watch movies and watch scary movies. Or we can get dressed and go out. I think in my situation, unfortunately, it errs more on the side of being in and watching TV just because, LeBron has such a strenuous job. Like, when I'm home, I want to be home. Like, I'm not trying to be outside, which I totally understand and I'm cool with. But I like to get dressed up and go out sometimes too. So I understand.
Yeah.
I guess mine is reversed from him.
But I do think you could articulate that to your partner and be like, let's make a little calendar. You want to stay in?
Yes. So I did. I saw something on Instagram and it was like the top 12 restaurants in LA. So I sent it to him and I said, bi-weekly, we going to one of these restaurants when I'm off my cleanse. But that's going to be in the book. That's what we doing.
Yes.
No compromise. We know where we going.
Yes.
No questions asked. Because that's what happens a lot of times is we want to go somewhere and it's like, okay, where you want to go? And I'm
right.
Like,
I love that.
Where you want to go. Like,
but I think the plan is the way to go.
Yeah. So we're going to do that. I'm looking forward to that. Some really good
That'll
places.
Be in
I'm
2028 when she's off her cleanse.
No. I'm done in December. In December.
Listen, 2028.
Yeah.
It's now December 3rd. Okay.
Done.
Should we take a caller?
Hello, who we talking to? Where you from? And what's your crazy?
Hello, my name is Christina, and I'm from Georgia. My crazy is, I have two crazies really quick. My biggest crazy is, no shade, April, Savannah, you will be one of my best friends one day.
Speaking that into existence.
I actually met you. You actually know of me. So I met you in Miami. I used to be a server in Miami.
Christy, I know exactly who this is. Hey, girl.
Yes, my boyfriend. Hi, love. My boyfriend at the time was playing basketball there. But
Yes.
I just really wanted to take a minute to give you your flowers. Like, woman to woman, you are a big inspiration to me. Like, words can't really express. I've had plenty of people sorry if I get choked up. I've had so many people ask me who's a woman of inspiration in today's world for me. And you are really one of those women. I commend you so much.
Thank you.
As a mother, as a wife, as a human, I thank you. So that is one of my crazies. Another one of my crazies is I had to change it after hearing you guys talk about the marriage and things like that. I feel like one of my crazies is thinking that people will reciprocate the same love that I give. And it's so hard in today's world.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody just aren't genuine people, and it's so sad because it's so easy to just be a genuine person.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. We just did that. We talked a little about that on the Girlfriends edition that we did but really talking about how people see love and like what is love to you. And that word in that statement is so different to so many different people. And I do think it's hard when you are somebody that moves with integrity and loyalty and an open heart and genuine, and then people, you know, kind of walk all over you or don't treat you the same way. I think it's really hard to be in that situation. So what I will say is the one thing I keep telling myself, and this is April, is to just keep your heart open and don't let people change you, you know, because I feel like experiences can change you. Like you could be madly in love and then you could be blindsided and then you're like operating in fear. Me and Savannah were just talking about this the other day. It's like, it's very easy. It's easier to close down. I mean, it's easier to close down than it's to stay open, you know? So I'm often struggling with the same thing. And I think, to be honest, I mean, I'll chime in for you, Vanna, but I think looking from the outside in, I think that was one of your bigger struggles with friendship, was like, you know, people not being reciprocal. Mm-hmm. So until Savannah really, like, until I feel like she has Amber, who's one of our good friends from back in the day, and her back in the day, but now my back in the day too. Mm-hmm. But I feel like letting somebody else new in was really hard for you.
That's true.
And then I feel like once you were like, oh, this person is trustworthy, this is real, mm-hmm. then I saw you open up more. Mm-hmm. And I feel like it just takes one person to change your perspective from that. So just stay open. I try. Sure. I'm trying the same, girl. I think so many people are, to not get tainted and say like, oh, I'm gonna be single or I'll just be by myself, and just become okay with that, because that's actually the easier thing to do, mm-hmm. than to keep trying to find the right one for you and staying open during that journey. So good luck.
Yeah, you got it. You got it.
Thank you so much for that. It was nice to meet you as well, April. And thank you, ladies, so much for the platform of opening up to women like me who can understand this is just a day-to-day for all of us.
Yes, girl. And everybody's crazy.
No struggle is greater than the other.
Exactly. And everybody's crazy. Okay. Yes. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much for calling.
Okay, bye. Love you, girl. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.
All right.
Look
at you, inspiring the people.
And it's funny because I be like, girl, what?
But I think it's the way you carry yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely is that. I think is a level of grace that I don't have it. That's for fucking sure. Motherfuckers stay hating my ass. It's a level of grace that I feel like is really impressive, you know, like where people are feeling like they, that you're a bit accessible, but also, kind, like.
Mm-hmm. It was funny. I was, for Let It Break, we have a business called Let It Break. It's a membership for women to, get with like-minded women and learn and grow and go through workshops and all types of things. But I was just in one of the workshops that we had recently, and the topic of discussion was your zone of genius. And I was thinking, I was doing my worksheet and I was trying to think of what my zone of genius was. And the first place my head went was like a career accomplishment. And I'm like, I don't really have a career accomplishment. Like, I don't, like, what could my genius be if that's not it? So I'm sitting there and I'm flipping the paper back and forth, like trying to go to something else and then come back to the question. And then when we were in discussion amongst our group, and I was just kind of like, kind of to what you said, but like also like giving myself my flowers is like, I feel like the fact of how genuine I am is my zone of genius, because I don't ever come to a room and I feel like I have this discussion with like Delana and with you sometimes. And I'm just like, I don't operate from a negative place ever. Like if I'm ever leading or meeting somebody or, anything, it's always from a genuine place until you fuck me over and I'll be like, oh, cold, done, gone. Yeah. I'm over it. And I think it's because I can cut off so quick because I'm like,
open.
And then I'm like, oh, you gonna shit on me?
Right. Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah. I got something for you, because while I come so open and genuine like that, oh baby, the other side is not
to be fooled with.
To be fucked with.
And I am not open. It's giving The fuck? I'm not really like you almost have to win me over.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, listen, I feel like I have a very small circle. I feel like sometimes, one, I don't want to be won over. So that's another thing. Like when it comes to friends, I don't want to be won over. And if you work for me, I just want you to do a good job. But like everybody's version of a good job is different. Like, and everybody's bandwidth is different and everybody's communication style. But I definitely set up a place that I'm like, if I have real feedback, I give it in real time. Now, if people want to not take heed to the feedback or not do whatever, I mean, I
think it boils down to your standard. You have high standards for everything in your life.
My standard is ridiculously high, sometimes unobtainable.
But I think that's a good thing to have when you're talking about things that you want to bring into your life.
But my thing is, you're not here to meet my standard. You're just here to do the job. So that's where people get it wrong because they chasing a standard that is not obtainable. I'm a superhuman. It's not normal what happens over here. It is abnormal. Like, which I be telling y'all.
Yeah, and the fact that you acknowledge it is
this is not
great.
normal. Like, just because I'm sending an email at this hour don't mean you got to answer. Like, I'm not, unless we're traveling or something in that way. But I think people don't listen to that. They be like, oh no, I could keep up. No, you can't. You cannot. And that's okay. I've come to terms with that.
Yeah.
But then it's like, then becomes the self-worth thing. Oh, well, I don't feel good enough. Like now your problems are becoming my problems. Because that's not really my problem. Because you think you should keep up, but you can't. And I'm like, I'm cool with you not being able to keep up. So I mean,
but what you can do should be at a high
your
level.
standard.
And
Exactly.
at your standard to the highest
But it's
level.
definitely, I'm definitely not the openness. Someone told somebody else the other day, like, oh, April is mean. I was like, I'm not mean. I don't care. Like, so I'm not really walking into a room to chit chat with people. I'm not. I'm walking in a room. I'm going to see the people I care about. My reaction will change so drastically from seeing, like, if I see Delana out somewhere, first of all, I'm like, what you doing here? Like,
it's always coming with the questions.
Yes, I'm always asking a question. But then I'll be like, oh my God, hey boo, whatever. But if Delana with Becky and I done seen Becky once or twice, but I don't know Becky, I'm like, what's up? Like, I'm not really like bubbly like that. But people have an issue with that. It's not that I'm mean. I just talk to the people I know. And the people like, I met you 1,000,000 times. I don't know you. It's not giving bubbly and fun.
It's definitely fun and bubbly, but you just got to know her. Just got to know her.
Okay.
Should we take another voicemail?
Hey, ladies. This is Morgan.
And this is Kiana.
Hey,
And
y'all.
we're calling from Oakland, California. And our crazy is that we don't believe in going on girls' trips with new people outside of our original girl group. We just feel like vacation isn't the time to see if everyone's personalities match. Like, it can be a recipe for disaster, in our opinion. If we won't kick it with you on land or haven't met you on land, why don't we get on a plane or on sea and try to experiment with that? So, no, that doesn't work for us.
Giving no new friends on vacation.
Definitely giving no new friends and no new experiments. That's our crazy. We want to know what you all think.
I love not on land, on sea, on air.
I love that. And I love that they called in together. That's so cute. So I do agree with that to an extent, but I'm also a master curator. So like, I haven't gone a lot of places where someone's like, oh, I planned something. Can you just come? I'm like, who's going? But for my birthday, a lot of my friends knew of each other, but they hadn't traveled together. And they all came. And it was amazing.
It was a blast.
It was the best trip ever. But this is the thing. One, I mapped out all the money before we got on the plane. So there was no money conversations on vacation. There was no splitting dinners. There was no anything. Everything was all in. And I invited people that I knew would be able to participate financially at the level we were traveling at. Two, I feel like everybody I invited has a level of maturity. And I feel like that is the part when you're younger, judging people's maturity level, like, and where people are coming from. And then 3, I knew that everyone we were going to be with, it was going to be safe. And I feel like that was very important because we had all levels of people. We had high-end talent. We had my friends from high school. We had, I mean, it was everybody. It ran the gamut. It was my whole entire life trajectory of like my friends. But everybody was mature and came with a place of love.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that was really beautiful. I do think people travel for different reasons. Like Carnival, you know, people travel to be naked, get drunk, and do inappropriate things.
Which is a time sometimes.
Exactly. And then like spring break, you know, I used to travel for spring break back in my heyday, and that was a vibe. But it's different things happening on those kinds of trips. Spring break, one day I was home, one day I wasn't. Like, y'all was calling, I was tapping in, saying where I was. Like, you know, I think you gotta know what kind of trip and then what kind of friends you need to go with, that who's watching the people, who's making sure everybody's locked in. Like, you gotta have your plan. So if there's no planner and there's no body operating from a place of intuition, I'm good. I ain't got to go.
I've honestly not been on a lot of like girls trips outside of like a few people. Like group trips where it's like a gang of people. I feel like I've done that twice, and I didn't have a bad experience for either one of those.
Was the first one for you or for someone else?
We was going to Miami for Memorial Day. It was giving a good time.
It was giving a time.
So it was just like a group of us, and I believe the youngest in the group at that time. So I was just, I mean, for lack of better words, happy to be there, to be honest. I had a good time. I was with my friends that I knew, and it was a good time. And I feel like in that situation, they were kind of taking care of me. So I didn't have to worry about all the things. So that was my experience with that. And then since then, I haven't gone on a girl trip that's more than maybe 4 people tops, besides your birthday trip. I haven't.
And my birthday trip was 12 people, and it was no problem.
Yeah.
I was like, what in the hell?
Yeah.
After that,
it was great. That was a really, really good time.
That was, But by the way, I do want to caveat, I plan events for a living, or used to. I don't do that much anymore. But so everything's an event for me. So it was mapped out to the T. Nobody was getting off script. This is what we doing. This
Which
is what's
I think
happening.
sometimes that's the key. That's what, if you keep everybody on a schedule and everybody know what we doing on this day at this time, it's not too much fuzziness going on to get off the topic at hand.
Like I recently was reading something about somebody went on a girls trip and 2 of their friends left and they were mad.
I would be mad if I took some people on a trip and y'all decided to leave.
Hold on a second. You're not taking them. They taking themselves.
Well, let's say it's for my birthday.
Yes.
I'm pissed. So would y'all
Why?
here?
What if they had to go do something?
Okay, situational for sure. But like if you just didn't like somebody else in the group, like it's not about them. It's you coming for my birthday.
I ain't mad.
I don't like it.
I feel like if you don't like the energy, then you should go. Because I would rather you leave and go do what's best for you than to bring negative to the situation.
I feel like if we're having a conversation about maturity, you could be mature enough to know that these 3 days or whatever that we gone, and it's not about them and they just, you know, whatever. I mean, across the board, all parties involved. Like the task at hand is really to celebrate your friend. So put your ego to the side, be mature, celebrate your friend, y'all's friend, and then y'all don't got to talk to each other again, or y'all can figure out whatever. But I would be upset, especially if these are people who I picked out that I wanted to celebrate with me.
So what if they was there for 2 days and it was a 4-day trip? They came for 2 days and they left. You mad?
If you got a job or you got some kids, emergencies or something that you want to, like, I want you to celebrate. I want to be celebrated, and I want to celebrate with these people. So I would be upset. I would be understanding, but I would be upset.
Okay, so you would be upset, but would you not talk to the person no more?
No, I would not talk to them. That's different. It would be, you know, that's not my story, but I would be upset. But if it's not something that had anything to directly do with me.
That's so funny. I don't think I would be upset.
I'd be like, damn, like that's all right.
I'd be like, go ahead and go.
Ugh.
All right.
All right, now when I go to your birthday and leave after 2 days, don't say nothing. No, I'm just.
Oh, it got so dark.
I'm just like, but I would be upset. Like, you know, I want my crew to be here.
I agree, but maybe the vetting of the crew wasn't really vetted.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna give an example because now I'm curious.
Okay.
Around certain people, you act different.
Me?
Yeah,
I do?
yes.
Shut up.
You definitely, when you're not comfortable, you quiet.
I think that's normal.
Yeah, that's different.
That's not different.
So
That's just
me and you act a certain way,
That's
and
just-
I bring somebody around that you don't look to the later.
No,
now.
I'm not. I'm saying that's how I'm looking. It's giving.
Yes, but I'm saying somebody comes around that makes you kind of draw in a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So now you on the trip acting different.
Nah, I ain't letting you do that. I ain't letting you do because it's first meeting. Okay, I'm gonna be trying to figure it out, or not even trying to figure it out, just giving it some time to breathe.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know you,
Yeah.
but I'm not gonna be nasty.
No,
I'm
you're
not
not
gonna
gonna be
disrespect
nasty.
your friend. I'm not gonna
No.
be looking up and down.
No,
and, I'm not gonna do
you're
that.
Not gonna do that.
And then upon conversation, I'm gonna try to find a common ground. And then this is the thing with me. It's either yes or no. If I'm vibing with this person and we having a conversation, then it's giving everything I'm giving to you and everything that I give to everybody else. And if it's not, then it's just gonna stay real like, okay, but it's never gonna be, I'm not gonna be, you would never know that it's a problem at this table.
Okay.
Because I don't necessarily, I wouldn't talk to this person after we leave, but you would never know that. So if it's a bigger group and we on a trip or whatever, I might be reserved because I don't know these people.
Yes.
And then I'm gonna be like, okay, where can we come to a common ground?
There's no common ground.
Huh?
There's no common ground. You don't like her.
But then that's just on me. But I'm not gonna stir up a pot to be making chaos.
No, you're not making chaos. You're just a different version of yourself, is what I'm saying.
I'll take that. That's fair.
So my whole thing is, if I'm gonna be a different version of myself, I might as well go. Because I ain't spending all this money to be on a trip and be a version that I don't want to be. I want to be my most open self.
I just won't be. I just know how to act with that person.
Right, but that person is in the group. And you.
Yeah, I mean, I just know how to. I think in my maturity, I know how to navigate myself,
Okay.
and nobody gonna feel like, even if I would never talk to that person again, she would never know. I'm gonna be so nice. They gonna probably leave the trip loving me, but
okay.
I'm like,
all right, great.
That's just not my person.
That's not my skill set. All right, let's take another caller. That's not my skill set. No, that's not my calling. It is not.
I can't.
What's your name? Where you from? And what's your crazy?
Hey, finally got home. I'm Krista from Mississippi.
Hey, how are you?
Calling. All right. I was just calling, buzzing in. It's crazy that my birthday is November 6th and I'm in a boot and broke my ankle in 2 spots. Trying to stop inmates from fighting on my job.
Oh, no. I'm sorry.
That's terrible. But okay, a boot is better than a whole leg brace.
Savannah?
I'm good. How you doing?
I gotta have surgery next. All right, I gotta have surgery next week, and I was planning to go see the lake because I love the lake.
Aww,
in Memphis, it's like 3.5 hours away from me. On my birthday, they play on my birthday.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Memphis.
These folks fighting on the job.
Yeah.
Tell them to relax.
Who is fighting on the job though?
Well, I worked at a prison. And, we had to deal with inmates. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a very hard job. What is your role? You're a correction officer?
Yeah. Yes. Well, I've been doing it for 13 years now. So
that's really impressive.
It gets hard and sometimes it be easy.
Yes. No. I volunteered at a prison here in California for a week to do an art install with the artist. And my heart goes out to the correction officers, man. It is no joke. That is really impressive.
Yeah, we see a lot of strange things.
Yes.
Yeah, we see a lot of different things go on there.
Yes.
Working in a male prison, you have to always, me being a female, I have to keep my guards up and eyes open.
Yes, for sure.
Please do.
Well, we send you love for your foot and your soul because that's not an easy job, honey.
And happy early birthday.
Happy early birthday.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
All righty. See you later.
Thanks for putting me on.
Yes. All right, Chris.
Bye.
Yo, that job.
Yeah. You want to share a little bit of that experience, like a little tidbit?
Whew. So I did an art install with JR, the artist. Hey, JR. We love you. And it was life-changing for me. I really wanted to do something that was in the art space where I had an opportunity to learn from a captain of industry, and JR is that. Kind of the best in the business in what he does, and also bringing people together through an art medium. And he did a massive art install at the prison where we took pictures of all the inmates and we painted it on the prison,
on the prison grounds, right?
No, on the actual prison walls.
Oh, okay.
And it was just amazing to be. It was the first time that prison has seen an African American woman. It was an all male maximum security prison. Like they have different tiers. It was tier 3 maximum security, and it was the first time like a lot of the prisoners had seen a black woman in like forever. Is no black women correction officers working at that facility, and just like I think I felt mixed feelings. One, for the correction officers is a very hard job, and also for the inmates. Like
I know you
just
said you created a connection with one of them,
and just like the feeling of like just not like the way they're treated is very hard. It is very intense. Like, and to see that, and we bought them lunch, so they don't get to drink soda, which is wild. So we like bought them soda. They were going crazy. They don't eat a lot of fruit, especially oranges, because they can take it and
make alcohol.
Yes. So we like bought them oranges. They were going crazy. Like not even in an ill way to go make alcohol, like just to eat it. They were like, some of them had been in prison for 25 years, hadn't seen an orange in 25 years.
Wow.
Like it's such a small thing. Yeah. And obviously it was all kinds of prisoners in there. I mean, young boys, whole face tatted, like so many gangs that are here in LA, like, and just how people have to choose to live. It was very mind-blowing, and it also was very humbling. And I think that goes to speak to how people give their time back. You know, we do a big Christmas give back here at Crown and Conquer to donate to families every year. And our close friends and everybody around us donates, and we do all the Christmas shopping, and we bring in the Santa. But so many homeless moms, so many things. Like, I think we live in a world where everyone takes for granted, like the things. Like you may have 40 pairs of sneakers in your house. Like we now in the month of December is about to be Christmas. Take 5 pair of those sneakers and go take them to a shelter where people could use shoes. Like we live in LA, the homeless situation is out of control. Mental illness out of control. I mean, at this point in LA, you can see people walking down the street with no shoes, no clothes. Like it's wild. So I just think often when you have reached a certain level of success, to take yourself out and give back. Savannah does a prom thing every year. Like we often try to do things that have some component of giving back. It's so key. Like, and it actually makes you feel good. So it's the month of December, guys. Go sign up to volunteer somewhere. Go give soup out downtown. I know me and Knox, my younger son, and Tommy went and they do a holiday meal plan around Thanksgiving and Christmas in downtown LA on Skid Row. Lunch bag ladies is another thing where you could go make lunches for people. I know it happens immensely around this time of the year, but just acknowledging that somebody just needs one word of inspiration. So it was definitely a crazy experience, but I think during this time of year, if you can remove out of yourself and buy your significant other or your partner one less gift to donate somewhere, please do that. And I mean, obviously you guys do it at a huge level with the LeBron James Family Foundation. And what's the name of the prom thing you do?
I Promise.
I Promise. even that, like Savannah does that. If y'all got prom dresses, slide in everybody's crazy DM, we'll take them. Like, I think that is the thing, is like your giveaway could be somebody else's treasure. So it's that time of the year, guys, where you step outside yourself.
It's time for giving. It's a time
for giving. Meanwhile, I love gifts. So if you want to send me a gift,
if you want to give me a gift,
like, I love it. Okay, should we take a caller?
Hello, where you from? Who we speaking to? And what is your crazy?
Hey, this is Brandon from Chicago.
Hey,
Hi.
Brandon.
What's your crazy?
So my crazy is I'm obsessed with this podcast. I fucking love it.
That's not crazy
Y'all
at all.
are great. It's not. But like, I love the podcast because like sometimes I'll be listening and I'm like, yo, these people, they're kind of crazy and it makes me feel good. But then I'm like, yo, I thought I was the only one. So it's like, it's real relatable. So
yes,
I just wanted to give y'all flowers. Savannah, I love you. April, I love you too. You're so funny. Y'all like cousins. They just keep it real, and y'all just keep me entertained. So I really love it.
Yeah, and
you,
you're
Brandon.
definitely not alone. So
No.
I feel like that's why we made it, for people to feel the understanding that everything is relatable. Like, I think a lot of times things happen in a vacuum and people really do feel alone. Especially this time of year too. I'll keep talking about the time of the year, but
Exactly.
but I think that's important for people to know that it happens to everybody. Every level, every person. No one is exempt from heartache, hardship, trauma, hard issues. Like, everybody gets hit in their own version. So, just being real about that is so key.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate the work, and shout out to everybody gang.
Everybody gang.
Thank you so much,
Thank you so
Brandon.
much. Appreciate it.
No problem. Have a good night, y'all.
You too.
Bye.
All right, let's take a voicemail.
Hey, my name is Johnny B from Brooklyn.
Okay.
And I don't think this is crazy, but I think that if someone is having a dinner party for their birthday, I think that they need to cover the tab for everyone that they're inviting. I don't know. I just think that, like, they've come to spend their time with you. You need to pay. Like, pay up because they're spending their time. It's your birthday. You asked me to celebrate it, right? Anyway, talk to you later.
Bye. That is interesting.
Yeah, that's loaded.
Because I feel like, going back to what we talked about on the Girlfriends episode, but young people thinking that it's normal to go on a date for $300 is not normal. That's not normal. And I think for younger people that are having girlfriends get together, thinking that the person that's throwing the dinner with maybe 5 to 12 of her close friends, let's give a number range of how many people could be there, to think a young girl is going to pay for 12 people is crazy.
I agree. And when did this culture change? That's what I want to know. Like, I feel like it's been a huge shift. I vividly remember having birthday parties and we go to Red Lobster and it was never negotiated.
Fridays.
Like, it was always like, I'm getting an ultimate feast. I know mine is $20.99.
Yes.
Like, what you get?
Right.
That's how much yours cost. Like, it was never a thing of this discrepancy of who gonna pay for what.
Well, I think going back to what we was talking about, no one is going to Red Lobster. So
That
everyone
part.
wants
A
to
good
have a
Cheddar
birthday
Bay.
dinner.
Take one of them right now.
Listen, y'all asses can take me to Popeyes. You know I wait on the line on Fairfax every single time. But I think my issue is like these younger kids are like, oh, we're flying to LA and going to Nobu.
Yeah.
And then you expect everybody to be chipping in. First of all, I can barely afford a Nobu dinner for 10 people.
For 2 people.
Let alone
at
10.
Nobu. Let alone 10.
Like,
I don't think people look at price tags though. Like, I think it's just about the
pitch
show. Yeah. Yeah, the status and aesthetic. Like, I think it's just about, I don't even think it's just like, oh, I want to go to Nobu. It's not considering that Nobu is going to run you.
For 10 people, it will be over $2,000.
Way over $2,000.
Listen, if we're eating a bite,
you eating, you drinking, depending on what the age range is. Like,
not multiple drinks.
Listen, but also certain times you say, okay, I am going to pay for dinner. I'm going to have people come and celebrate me. I'm going to take care of it.
Yes.
What,
So
hold on. Do you order the stuff that got MP behind it? Or are you being gracious and getting a chicken breast? Like, what we doing? Which is also a conversation. Like, I feel like.
yes, people are greedy. My thing is this, and we should make a little chart. 20 to 25. These are the places you go. 25 to 30. This is what you're doing. 30 to 35. Okay, now at this point, 30 to 35, maybe you got a man, maybe your man says, I got you. I'm going to pay for the birthday dinner. Mm-hmm. Maybe he does not, and that is also okay. Mm-hmm. But you should be considerate of the places that you pick. You should not be having everything on the menu is $89. Mm-hmm. And I don't agree with the caller that people should be paying for their own birthday dinners.
You think that everybody who's invited should be chipping in for their
yes, yeah. And I feel like if you're orchestrating it, you should just say, guys, listen, this here, the menu is attached,
or do a prefix.
There you go. Here we go. Now we're multitasking. Now we're getting into like options. But no one should be coming up talking about I'm not paying. I don't got no Venmo. You should stay home with that energy.
I don't know. I agree with you. Totally.
And basically what she said was,
if you invite me, you paying me. You paying for my dinner.
Yeah, I'm giving my time, so you got to pay. Then you're not my friend. So now you charging me an hourly rate to celebrate with me. Now you $63 an hour. The fuck? You can stay home. I'll see you on Sunday. We can go for a walk in the park.
Bruh. I ain't mad at it. I do think that, unfortunately, it's the expectations, and people be having unrealistic expectations about things. So,
and y'all could pop off. Where was I at for my birthday? Let the people know.
Oh, it was at a Boiling Crab.
Boiling Crab. Yeah. Not giving premium. Yeah. Not giving high end. Yeah. It's giving a boil and a crab. Right. It was called Karaoke's and a Crab. I had a little machine up there, and we had Karaoke's and a Crab. Very affordable for the people. I bought my own liquor. And I had my little paper cups, and we kept it moving. And we had us a time dancing and singing and eating crabs. See, the problem is everybody want to be flicking for Instagram, and you can have a time anywhere. You could go do karaoke.
Where was my party?
Your party was in the backyard. It was called Backyard Bardigans. It's the Backyard Bardigans. We were having us a time yet again. Now, we're not going to talk about the aesthetic at that party because it was a little high end, but
well, but one thing was for sure, I was not trying to pay to have my party somewhere. We don't do it at the crib.
We did it at the crib. So
period.
So set your standards is about the people and the fun, not about the flick
and the thing.
Correct. And save your money, because I'm definitely going to be like, where's my gift?
Always want to treat it.
I love a treat. I love it. I work so hard. I love a treat. You did so good for my birthday. That's my favorite thing this year. See? She used to be a bad gift giver, and now she had a comeback.
Yeah, I'm still not that great.
But you killed it. I love that thing. Love it. Love it.
I was in that store stressed.
Love it.
Okay,
love
just
it.
like anybody, I'm sure all of April's friends can relate. We get a list, a gift list. This is what I want.
Yes.
First of all, I'm not going off that list. You got me fucked up. But people be really stressed for this one.
I'm giving you inspiration because I don't like junk.
Yeah, I like.
And I give you a high low. I give you a high low.
I enjoy the thought. I enjoy the thought. So whatever you think about getting me, I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
She gonna give it away.
No, that's why I'm a baby hoarder, because I don't give nothing away.
Okay, well,
this was good.
Episode 4.
Yes.
Okay, a little shout out. It's the holiday season. We're going to be doing a little holiday session that you guys will see. But while you're doing all your Christmas shopping, I like to give a little plug. So my amazing cousin, Shatira, has this company called Pink Tuxedo that I am so proud of. She worked here at Crown and Conquer for many years and is now going on to be my client at Beats, and has become an entrepreneur and started a candle company. So if you guys are looking to buy some holiday treats, shop from a Black-owned, female-owned business called Pink Tuxedo.
Pink Tuxedo.
Thank you very much. Run it up. I'm so proud of you, Shatira. McDaniels. entrepreneurs.
Not you just said your own last name wrong.
I know. yeah, McDaniel. Y'all know I'm dyslexic.
But we'll put a link in the description box for you guys to be able to shop on Pink Tuxedo this holiday season.
We love a holiday treat. On the holiday season session, we'll be talking about gifting, because I need y'all to start getting your girls the right kind of gifts. I need the girls to lower the standard just a tad, because not everybody's giving Chanel bags. But we can do thoughtful.
You know
and
how
we
much
can
a Chanel bag is?
Yes, it's ridiculous.
It's crazy.
I don't even buy Chanel no more. We're not going to go there, but we'll save it for the holiday season. We love you guys.
Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you.
See y'all
Episode
next
4.
time. Bye.
Bye.
Everybody's crazy.